Good morning, BPI traders. Happy Monday. So here we are again talking about our stock picks for the day. We usually have core stocks, which we recommend for the long term. And we also have some punts or some, panglaro, something like that. So if I were to choose some core stocks for today, what I do have in mind is a duopoly, TEL, Telephone, PLDT, or Globe. Why? There's two reasons. The basic reason, on the upside, you have more potential. One is because you have the dividend yields, which yield between 4 to 6% for either. And second, you have the upside on the share price, where I know we have TEL at 3,400, which means there's the upside on the share price and you have the upside on the dividend yield, hedged by that. So for those, it's something to think about. As far as the play or non-core punt type of stock, there's two that I have in mind. One interesting to me today is SLI, Santa Lucia Realty Incorporated. Why? Well, come to think of it, we were looking at their land bank and comparing them to several different property stocks. Apparently, SLI has the largest in terms of hectares, 10,000 hectares, and its market cap is only 10.5 billion. What does that mean? Effectively, it's the cheapest on the street, meaning that the share price per square footage is what is that, 100 pesos per square meter. That's really cheap. So it's a good bargain. It's something to think about. And when you look at it, you compare it to like a House or Double Dragon where they have way less in terms of land bank. I think House is roughly 300 and Double Dragon, in fact, which has nothing yet, has less than 200 hectares. And what are their market caps? House is 45.8 and Double Dragon is 16. So, just comparing 10 billion versus 45 and 16, it's something that I think SLI, there might be something there to look into. So for punts, maybe SLI for property, and maybe MARC Ventures. If you haven't heard about MARC, there's so much upside to these type of stocks lately just because, as we all know, Indonesia's, there's a ban on nickel ore. So if you've seen nickel, which is the largest here in the Philippines so far, its share price has gone up from like 15 to 18 pesos now to what is it, less than 40 pesos, 35 pesos. Interestingly enough, MARC is a smaller nickel company or mining company, which is also just right at the tip of nickel's location. However, there's a suspension, and for speculation, there's a speculation that the suspension will be lifted. So once that happens, there's a big gap between MARC and nickel, the share price of nickel. So if you want to make a little punt and look into it, think about it. Those are the stocks I think that might have some movement this week. So we'll keep you up tuned for tomorrow and watch out for us for our next stock picks that will come out. Okay?